Good afternoon from Needleworks here in Winter Park, Florida. I'm Michelle with Olive and 2U Studios, and I typically go live on Thursdays here in the Yarn Use to kind of share with you a little bit about what's new in the shop. So it's Thursday, it is Friday Eve, and let me tell you something. This week has gone super quickly here in my life. There's just been so much going on. So I hope you've had a really peaceful week and that everything is going well. Excuse me. My goodness. I wanted to let you know that we've got some beautiful new things in the shop. I'm a little later today. My husband, Jim, had to have a tooth taken out. It was a tooth extraction day. And so I've been a little busy taking care of him. So he's still saying it doesn't hurt. He got up a little bit ago and was like, yeah, I'm going to take some ibuprofen, but he says it's not too bad yet. And I just keep saying, I'm worried it's going to be worse in a little bit. So I've been trying to kind of take care of him. So it is a chilly Friday here, not a Friday. It's a chilly Thursday. I'm looking at my phone. I keep looking down because I can see people are here, but I can't seem to see comments. So I'm going to try to do a little wiggle and see if there's a way for me to be able to see comments. There it is. Kim's here. Lonnie's here. Kate Mitchell's here. Orna's here. Yay. All right. I got my comments now. I'm going to keep looking down though so I can see them. So my apologies if I can't respond to every single comment. I can't see it like in front of me. It's down below and that's hard. It's chilly here in Florida. I'm wearing my merino undershirt again. Yes, I'm showing you my under things again with my sweater, and I'm loving every little tiny bit of it. So yes. So the reason I started doing these on Thursdays is because Thursdays has traditionally been when we have made things live in the shop and everything is kind of out there and the sneaker peekers have a tendency to take a look, which is awesome. So everything's been updated on the website and I'm going to show you the new goodies this week. We actually have one collection that's new this week in the shop. And then we have something else that's brand new. I'm trying to decide what I should show you first. I think I'm going to go with the sparkly stuff first. Yes, we have sparkle yarn again in the shop, and I love it so much. So let me show you. I've got my drink today in case I get weird with my throat. Tara's here too. Hi, Tara. Howdy. This is All the Buzz. And before you Seminole fans get too excited, yes, it could be construed as Seminole colors, but it's not really Seminole colors when you see it up close and personal. If you are a Seminole fan, I will tell you that your superimposition of your desires can come true. But if you're not a Seminole fan, you're in the clear with this. So let me show it to you. It's called All the Buzz, and it's gorgeous. And look at that sparkle. This has really significant sparkle that shows up really well. There's a trick to dyeing sparkle yarn. If you're not aware, you can kill the sparkle with too much acid. If you don't do it just right, you can actually literally kill the sparkle, and the sparkle kind of goes away and becomes dull and you don't see it so well. But this yarn has been very well dyed and it is here and it has got all kinds of alive sparkle going on in it. Now we're calling this our sparkle yarn. It's different than any base we've had in the shop before. So it doesn't have an author's name. We'll see how that goes. Might add it, might not. It is 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 5% silver stellina. It's a 2-ply fingering, and there is a generous 437 yards in this hank. It is gorgeous. Now, hi, Karen. Good to see you here too. I hope things are calming down there in Connecticut. That was what do they call that? A bomb cyclone? That was pretty wicked weather up there. So I'm going to show you really quickly, as if it wasn't enough to see it in this gorgeous hank. I'm going to show you, Sherry cranked me some socks. I have to try them on. I haven't had a chance to do it, but she cranked me some socks. Look at these beauties. And you really get to see here that pseudo stripy effect that you get with this particular colorway. So yeah, I mean, it's not self-striping yarn. I'm not going to tell you that it is, but in a small circumference project, you're definitely going to have kind of that pseudo stripy effect or micro stripes. I've been calling that stuff that way from, gosh, years ago. So anyway, there it is. And you can see if I get it just right on the camera that the light's doing weird things though when I get too close to the camera. You can see that sparkle. It's definitely, it shows up better in the Hank on camera than it's showing up here, but I am definitely getting the sparkle here in person. I love it so much. I'm going to have some sparkly feet soon. And I love what she did here. These are the heel tab socks that she cranked on the circular sock machine. So there was controversy in the Yarn Use there a while back when I showed some heel tab socks. And there are absolutely patterns that you can find for heel tab socks that you can knit by hand. But these particular ones and the ones that I had shown previously on the live, the Watercolor Wednesday ones were all done on a circular sock machine. But you can absolutely find patterns to hand knit heel tab socks. Hi, Cindy. So there they are. I love it so much. Look at that heel. I love heels like that. It's just so cool. Look at that. It's so perfect. So this is all the buzz yarn, and we've got a fair amount of it in the shop right now, but I recommend you snag it. You can absolutely use it with another mini that's not sparkly. She did that right here. That's not a sparkle mini for, heels, toes, cuffs, all those pops of color that you want to use, but it's a really beautiful colorway. So, and that sparkle is just to die for. See what I did there? That sparkle's to die for. All right, let me toss that over there, get things out of my area, because we have an entire collection that we're unveiling today in the shop. And Terry and Sherry, like I said, have been super, super busy dyeing, really busy dyeing, like super busy dyeing. So I'm going to try to pick this all up and see if I can do it two-fisted so you can see all the colors at once, and then we'll kind of go through them. So you have seen tweeds in the shop before this, but this is a true Donegal tweed. And they are here. This is the collection of colors. I'm going to go through this with you. I got to tell you, when I saw these, I'm like, I want a sweater to just like curl up in all the tweeds. I love tweeds. So there it is. I'm going to go through the colors for you one by one. So this is mouse gray. And all of these are beautifully tonal. So you get those sort of rich variations of color to provide depth to the color and to provide interest to your projects. They are not single tone colors. They are very much tonal. And I love a tonal colorway, especially, I mean, it just adds more interest to your project. You can see kind of the lighter and darker shades, but it's not variegated. It's definitely tonal. You throw some Bronte on this and you're going to have a beauty of a project. So this is mouse gray. I'm always game for a nice gray. I love grays and blacks. Hi, Patty and Jamie. This is chili pepper. I love it. So I will tell you that chili pepper is showing up a couple tones more red on camera than it is in person. It is a little more red than Given to Rust, but it is definitely less red than like Red Letter Day or Spindle Prick Red. It's more of a chili pepper color. It's not as red as it's showing up on camera. It's a little more, I'm not going to say it's orange, but it's it leans to that side more than the red side, slightly. But it reads as red too, but I just think it's a little more rusty than the red that's showing up on camera right now. So that's chili pepper while I'm babbling on about it. Maple sugar. I love that so much. Maple sugar reminds me of when I was just in Vermont recently. Super pretty color. Again, tonal in nature. So you have that additional depth and interest in your projects. This is one of my faves. Blueberry. Look at that beautiful, rich blue. That is blueberry. So this is a fingering weight yarn. This is 27 to 32 stitches per 4 inches. Typically you'd use, a size 1, a US 1 to 3, but as you know, you can use any needle size. But it is a fingering weight yarn, these tweeds are. This is blueberry. I'm going to hold it back. I get a truer color. I should try that with the chili pepper. I get a truer color. It's when I hold it close to the camera that it like fades out. This is a truer color. It's a really rich, beautiful blueberry color. I'm particularly fond of blueberries, especially wild Maine blueberries. We get those frozen. So there's your blueberry. All right, I'm going to try this with the chili pepper again real quick. We're all friends here. I can take a moment to do that, right? It's still reading a little more red than it is. It's just something about that color. All right. Next up, we have avocado. Avocados are one of my favorite things to eat. So there's avocado, again, that beautiful tonality that gives you that variation. This is avocado. And then we have one of my favorites. I've been dying for a color like this, and y'all are going to laugh and be like, that's not a color, Michelle, but it is a color. This is oatmeal. I've been begging for an oatmeal. And there it is. I love it so much. And I love the fact that in this Donegal Tweed, there is actually like beige neps and then darker, more black neps. So you really get, even on a color like oatmeal, you get some really nice variation in the neps. So I'm going to hold those all up again for you because I just like doing it and seeing all the colors together. How beautiful is that? I love it so much. All the colors. I mean, I'm seeing, so a lot of people actually do socks with tweeds. I'm going to tell you straight up, I didn't know that. I had no idea that people actually did socks with tweeds, but they do. It's a great sock yarn. But I'm seeing like a sweater, I don't know, colorwork sweater or a vest maybe. That's what I should do the vest for Jim in if I ever get around to it. I hope he's not watching. He's hurting. But anyway, and he would love, I'm telling you now, he's a blue guy. He'd be all over this blueberry color. So I love it. It's so rich and it's got all those little neps in it. So that is what is brand new in the shop this week. I've got some other things that I'm looking at. We're going to do a little bit of a restock of Maples Gap and maybe Hard Candy Christmas. I'm going to look and see what I've got. I might restock that a little bit, but this is primarily what's new in the shop this week. So I'm going to give you a little hint. Saturday, you don't want to miss it. Our special guest this Saturday is going to be Julie and Kez from Untangled Yarns in Galashiels, Scotland. And we're going to be talking about their shop that we got to visit the last time we were in Scotland, as well as our plan to roll out a really special program starting in January. So we're going to whet your appetite on Saturday with the two of them as guests on the podcast. I'm really looking forward to it. I've been talking to them, excuse me, brought my trusty drink. I've been talking to them for several months as we've been planning this super special project that we're going to be rolling out in January. I think you're going to love it. And so they're going to be the guest on Saturday. So you don't want to miss it on Saturday. Hey, if you're in slow stitching, I put a note in the group just today. So Mary Nielsen is our instructor for slow stitching, and she's very knowledgeable. She does all the things. We're going to be actually doing Yorkshire buttons. I hope I said that right. Yorkshire buttons, I believe, this Saturday, but she has a family member that's dealing with an extended family member. It's not part of her nuclear family, an extended family member that's dealing with a significant illness, and she needs to be there with her family on Saturday to meet with them. So as a result, she has pre-recorded a video that I'll be posting in the slow stitching group. And the plan is to provide the instruction via the video, just like she was doing it live. The only difference is you won't be able to ask immediate questions, but we plan to either she by herself or she and I together will go live in the group this next week to do a little chat and entertain any questions that you might have about the Yorkshire buttons and about all things slow stitching. It's been so fun in that group to see everybody posting their projects and seeing all the things. So just so you know, oh, Kim, she said it, a blueberry BBT. I am down for it. I think that's a great idea. Hi, Karen. Karen's in Scotland right now. Mary's here, actually. She's watching us. So yeah, a blueberry BBT. I love, love, love that idea. And I think we've got enough for a blueberry BBT. There's actually a good number of these hanks in the shop right now. So if you're thinking about a sweater project, I recommend you head over to the website right now, snap it up, because you don't want to be left short. They will do special orders, but we're trying to stock levels so that that's not as necessary. Because when you want your yarn, you want it. Although I'm really grateful for y'all because you're patient for things like that. And that is a wonderful thing. So those socks, I'm going to show you one more time. Reach over and get them real quick. I love them so much. So I'm going to try them on as soon as I'm done with the live and see if they fit. I'm hoping that they do because I love them so much. I hope you guys are doing well. Are you getting ready for Christmas and Hanukkah and all the things? I know some of you have received your boxes. Some of you received them in the middle of that bomb cyclone up in New England. And we've had reports that for at least the people I've heard from, the contents were still dry. I am hoping and praying that that's the case for everybody whose box was delivered outside of their house whilst that crazy storm was going on. I hope everybody was safe during that. Cindy says, yeah, Jim's vest in blueberry. I know, the mythical Jim's vest. It's a mythical vest. It needs to happen. I should be doing it now while he's sick to be like, I'm working on something for you. He's not sick. He just had a tooth out. And I have that thing where I hurt when other people hurt. And I just feel so bad for him. I should be working on a vest for him, but I'm not. Oh, Karen's giving us a sneaky peeky. She said she's just sewn the ends in on a certain project. And I'm going to be sharing that certain project. If it's the one I think it is, I'm going to be sharing that with you all very, very soon for our Christmas cast on project that we have in the works. Hey, did you all see, are you friends with Monica Titus, our shop assistant extraordinaire online on Facebook? She was nominated for a costuming award here in Orlando for her costuming work on a recent show at the Winter Park Playhouse. So I'm so proud of her. And so, I mean, I'm like nobody to be proud of her, except I love her to bits, but I'm so happy for her. And whether she wins or not, still, the fact that she was nominated was absolutely awesome. So kudos to Monica. I love that about this group is everybody's so supportive and caring about each other. The Yarny Use has always been like that and remains so today. And that just makes my heart so incredibly happy. Orna's asking, what's a BBT? A BBT is a beautifully basic tee. It was in issue 1 of the Nomadic Knits magazine, but the pattern is available on Ravelry now as a standalone pattern. It was designed using olive and 2U yarn. So it is a fingering weight sweater. It's a really basic knit, easy to do. I've got like a whole wardrobe of them. I think I've knit 7 of them maybe in all the different colors because it's so easy to do and it's so easy to wear in addition to being easy to knit. It's kind of a mindless knit. So, Tish is here from snowy, cold upstate New York. BBT is beautifully basic tee. So we were just chatting about that. And word on the street is I'm going to Maine for Christmas. That just came out of nowhere. But the good news is I will still be doing the live openings for the 12 Days of Christmas and 8 Nights of Hanukkah. Wherever I am in this world on the globe, you can bet I'll be there for the 12 Days of Christmas and 8 Nights of Hanukkah openings. I can't wait for those. They're going to be lots and lots of fun. But I'm going to be in cold, snowy Maine. I bet it's snowy while I'm up there. At least I'm hoping for a white Christmas. We're actually going to fly out on Christmas Day. Like, who does that? But it's the lightest travel day of the year. So you can look forward to me being off and about, gallivanting around again. As always, I will be taking my computer and I will be available. So yay for that. You all have your Christmas trees up yet? My Christmas tree isn't up yet, but I hope to get it up soon. Anyway, that's our shop update for this week. There might be something else a little extra in the newsletter this week. I'm not sure yet. There's still plenty of time for me to do that. So you want to make sure and open up your newsletter. I'm just going to be straight up with you. We still don't have a resolution yet on those newsletters. So if you don't get it, the gremlins are at work. The good news is if you go to the Olive and 2U Studios Facebook page every Saturday morning at 8 o'clock, the link for that newsletter is posted right there. You can just click the link and it'll be up for you. But we're working hard to get everything taken care of. My apologies. Trust me, if I could fix it, I would fix it. But they're giving me conflicting information. So I'm doing my best to wade through that. And I'm so sorry that that's being so difficult. My apologies for that, but we are definitely working on it behind the scenes. So all the things in the newsletter. And then, of course, on Saturdays live at 9:30 Eastern time, right here at Needleworks. Thank you so much for your support. So grateful for you all. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon and stay warm and safe wherever you are. Take care. Bye.